In this video, we'll take a look at how to convert the metric units of length. And these are the metric units of length we will use in this video. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, 1 decimeter equals 10 centimeters, 1 meter equals 10 decimeters, and 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. To convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit, the operation is multiplication. You multiply. To convert from a smaller unit to a larger unit, you divide. And this is an acronym to help you remember. Big unit to small unit, multiply. Best soccer mom. Small unit to big unit, you divide. Silly babies dancing. Okay, our first example. How many meters can you find in 50 kilometers? What's the first thing you do? Look at the two units and find out the relationship between them, kilometers and meters. You go to your table. Where can you find the relationship between kilometers and meters? On the last row here, right here in the last row. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. That's the first step. Second step, you have to figure out which of these two units is bigger. Which unit is the big unit, which unit is the small unit. The unit with 1 is the big unit. If you have it written down this way, the unit with 1 is always the big unit. So kilometer is the big unit while meter is the small unit. Now you go back to your question. Are you moving from big unit to small unit or from a small unit to a big unit? We are moving from a big unit to a small unit. Remember, kilometer is our big unit here. Okay, so from big unit to small unit, what's the operation? Best soccer mom, you multiply. So let's go ahead. Number of kilometers in our question, 50 times number of meters in a kilometer, that's 1,000, 1,000. Now this will give us what? 50,000 meters in 50 kilometers. So we have 50,000 meters in 50 kilometers. All right. Okay, let's try out one more example. How many centimeters can you find in 600 millimeters? So the first step, look at the two units, millimeters and centimeters. What is the relationship between them? You go to your table. That's what we have here in the first row. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Okay, first step down. Second step. Out of the two units, which is the big unit and which is the small unit? The unit with 1 is the big unit. Centimeter is bigger than millimeters. Okay, now that we know the big unit centimeter and the small unit millimeters, we'll go back to our question. Are we moving from big to small or from small to big? Remember, centimeter is big, millimeter is small. So we are moving from small to big. All right. So silly babies dancing. Small unit to big units, you divide. And there we go. 600 number of millimeters in the question divided by the number of millimeters in 1 centimeter. That's 10. And this would give you 60 centimeters and 600 millimeters. And there you have your answer. All right. So to your own example, why don't you try this out? How many kilometers can you find in 5,000 meters? Get your writing materials out, try it out, and come back when you have your answer. Welcome back. The first thing you have to figure out is to find the relationship between meters and kilometers. You go to your table, kilometers and meters right here. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Then the next thing, out of the two units, which is the big unit and which is the small unit? The unit with 1 is the big unit, that's kilometer. So kilometer is bigger than meters. So you go back to your question. Are you moving from big to small or from small to big? Kilometer is the big unit, meter is the small unit. That means you're moving from small to big. If you're moving from small to big, what's the operation? Silly babies dancing, you divide. So let's go ahead now. 5,000 divided by the number of meters in 1 kilometer, which is 1,000. This would give you 5 kilometers. That means we have 5 kilometers in 5,000 meters. All right, to another question that you can try out. How many millimeters can you find in 9 centimeters? Pause the video and come back when you have your answer. Welcome back. How many millimeters can you find in 9 centimeters? Okay, find the relationship between the two units. It's right here. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Which unit is bigger, centimeter or millimeters? The unit with 1 is bigger, centimeter. So centimeter is the big unit, millimeters is the small unit. Now you come back to your question. Are you moving from big to small or small to big? You're moving from what you know to what you don't know. We know how many centimeters. We were given a number for centimeters, but we're not given a value for millimeters. So we are moving from centimeters to millimeters. We are moving from big to small. Big to small, best soccer mom, the operation is to multiply. So the number of centimeters which we know according to the question times our operation, the number of millimeters in 1 centimeter, 10. This will give you 90 millimeters in 9 centimeters. And that's what you're fixing here. All right, congrats to all who got it. And I believe you understand how to change from one unit to another metric unit following the rules. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.